Summer is here, my AC broke, and that's pretty much what inspired this video. Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Myra. So today obviously I am going to be doing a no makeup look, and that is pretty much what inspired me today. The heat is pretty strong right now. It's gonna take about 2 weeks for our AC to get fixed, hopefully. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do. We're probably just gonna have to buy a new AC unit, but hopefully that's not the case. So meanwhile, I'm just going to start off with my eyebrows, and I'm going to try to go in light-handed. I am going to be using the Colourpop Brow Boss, and this one's in the shade Soft Black. So I'm just going to try to outline the top of my eyebrow just because that is where I have less hair. So I am just going to pretty much do small strokes just to create some color on the top of the brow, just lightly, because I don't want to go in heavy-handed. And then also I am going to go very lightly at the bottom of the eyebrow just to make it a little bit more even. And then I'm also going to do the same to the other side of the brow. And I obviously have some redness going on because I was plucking earlier before doing the video. So now I'm going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the clear brow gel just to set the eyebrows and create a lifted look on the brow. And I'm sorry if you hear a lot of noise, that's just my fan, my ceiling fan. Obviously I don't want to be here with all of this heat on me, so if you hear any noise, it's just my ceiling fan. And then I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now this is a pretty strong gel. It does hold up pretty much all day long, and I do struggle a lot with one of my brows. It does tend to droop a lot just because I have more hair loss on this brow. Actually, this is one of the only this is one of the only brow gels that actually holds my eyebrows a little bit better, and also the Benefit one. But for now I'm going to use this one. Now I'm going to prime my face, and I'm using this tiny sample of the Smashbox Primerizer. I know it's super tiny, and I've been enjoying this one a lot. So I'm going to start doing this step first, just so that the primer can start setting down while I do my eyes. And right now that feels very refreshing, just because again the house inside, the thermometer shows that it's about 85 degrees in here. So if my face is red, if I'm sweating, don't judge. Okay, so now that's going to settle down, and I'm going to go in with another primer, but I am just waiting for this one to set down first. And then next I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Covergirl Lid Lock Up, I think that's what it's called, yes, on my eyes. And then just using my finger to spread that on my eye. Now this one does dry up pretty quickly, and as you can tell, it doesn't cover much of the veins on my eyes, but I've been liking it because it does help with the blending of the shadows. On this one I obviously added more, so it's gonna show a little bit more coverage on that eyelid. And like I said, right now I do have redness on my eyelids because I was plucking my eyebrows, but that's fine. And then for my eyeshadow palette, I'm going to be using, whoa, there you go. I'm going to be using the NYX Utopia Palette. This one I picked up earlier this month. I actually did a haul where I tried on some of the products that I purchased, and this was actually one of them. I've actually been enjoying this palette a lot. The colors in here just really call out my name. So what I'm going to be doing is very, very simple. I'm probably just going to be using about 2 or 3 shades from here, and this is going to be sound pretty contradicting, but I'm going to be using shades that mimic the darkness on my eyelids. So I'm going to start by using a little bit of this shade 25, and I'm going to place that on the inner part of the crease only. And the way I do this look is I try to look at my eyes before, and I try to see where I have darkness or where I have shadow discoloration. So I'm trying to mimic what I have going on in my real eyelids and just try to do this. I did go a little heavy-handed here, but now I have to just do the same on the other side. And I can blend this out just a little bit right now. And then next I'm going to go in with this shade here, which is the, let me see, 1, 2, 3, the 19. That's shade number 19. And then I am going to focus this here on the lid. And then I am using a Sigma brush, and just in case you're wondering, I'm sorry, I can't talk, it's too hot here. Okay, this is the E40, and then I'm going back again, tapping some of the excess off of the brush, because I have been playing with these and some shadows are performing pretty well. They're pretty pigmented, others are a little bit more patchy. You need to build them up a little bit more, but this has been a really good palette that I'm enjoying a lot right now. Okay, and then next I'm just going to, again with the same brush, I'm going to be using the last shade here, which is number 39, and just using that to kind of blend all of the shadows, which that one was really pigmented. I actually had not used that shade and I thought it was going to be less pigmented, but that's fine. And then I'm going to do the same here on this other side. And then now I'm going to go in with a clean brush, just a random one. This is the Luxie 205, and then I'm just going to go over all of those shadows pretty much on the crease area, just blending them all together. I'm not really looking for a perfection here, just so that the shadows can blend a little bit more. And now, because I did not set the eyelid primer, it is a little bit tacky, but that's how I like the primer to be. Just because, well, I did not see that there. Just because the shadows do, how do I say that? Let me think of what I'm trying to say here. So when you have that tacky base, the shadows tend to adhere a little bit more to the base, and that also helps the shadow pigment pop out a little bit more. Okay, so much talking. Now next, I'm going to prime the rest of my, well, the T-zone on my face, and I'm going to be using the Touch and Soul. I'm sorry, I'm Latina. That's how I say it. It's called the Pore Blem primer. And then I did about a 1.5 pump, which I think that was too much. And I'm focusing this on the center of the face, where I get more oily and where I have more pores. Now I can see my eyebrows are getting a little bit droopy, and again, that's just because they are stubborn and they don't want to stay up. So if you know of any stronger gel than the Benefit one and then the Anastasia Beverly Hills, let me know please in the comments, just because they do tend to droop a lot. Hydration. Okay, now I'm going in with the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer, and this one I do have to shake it up pretty well. Now I know many have not liked this tinted moisturizer, but I've actually enjoyed it a lot, and I'm gonna show you how I use it. So I just sanitize my hands, and I'm using my hand to blend this out. That's the best way that I found on using this product. If you didn't see my Ulta haul video, that's where I showed how this product was working for me. I tested this one out for 3 days, so if you didn't see that, I'm gonna link the video in the description and also on the cards above. That way you guys can go ahead and watch that video and what happened on the initial application, which was a total mess. And then now I'm gonna go again on the other side. Now I do work on a side first, then I go to the next side, just because it does dry up pretty quickly, and this is not a buildable product. I don't like how it builds up. It starts getting cakey, and then the product starts actually removing, so it starts coming off, and of course I don't like that. Who does, right? And as you can tell, this is a pretty medium coverage. This is just one layer, and the only layer that I'm going to be applying. And you can tell that my hyperpigmentation from my hormonal acne, it's pretty much covered. I mean, obviously you can see it, but it's not as awful as earlier right now. And then just work it out through. Honestly, I don't like using my fingers with any complexion product, well, except my cream blushes. That's probably the only exception when I use my hands. But as far as like foundation, BB creams, CC creams, tinted moisturizers, I don't like using them, but sometimes the product will ask for it. That's the only way a product is going to work, and this is that case. And as you can tell, it went on pretty smooth, pretty fast. It took me, what, about 2-3 minutes, and that's just because I was talking here. Now let me step off a little bit and clean my hands. Now you can obviously go in with a with spot concealing on your acne if you have any acne, but myself, I'm just going to leave it like that, just because again this is a no makeup look, so obviously I want my scars to show through. That's fine for me. Now for concealer, I try to use one that's close to my skin tone, and I feel that that works a little bit better when doing these kind of looks. So right now I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this one's in the shade medium beige. Now let me just find a brush to blend this out. I mean, I have so many here and I don't know which one I'm gonna use. Okay, I'm just gonna use this Beige Cosmetics 139, and I'm gonna grab my mirror here and just tap tap tap. And then I didn't blend this out here well. Okay, now the other side too. The hairs that I plucked are on my cheek. Okay, now I'm just tapping now a little bit with my finger, just to blend the concealer and the tinted moisturizer. Okay, so that looks good. Me derrito. Now I'm just going to use the Lawless Seal the Deal Loose Setting Powder. And I grabbed way too much. And I'm lightly going to tap this here. Not that much, just because I do want my dark under circles to show. Hold up, because I have a little hair here and it's really bugging me. And then I'm also going to put some here on my nose area between my eyebrows and below my mouth and on the sides of it too. Now I did go heavy-handed on the eyeshadow now that I have the tinted moisturizer on. So what I'm going to do is with the same eyeshadow palette, just give me a second. It's right here. Now I'm going to use that Luxie brush, the one that was clean and we used to blend the crease, the 205. I'm going to go in with, I guess, the shade number 3, which is this one right here. And I'm going to try to tone this a little bit down because I did go heavy-handed, to be honest. It looks like I did a big old shadow eye look. And I don't want that for this look. So I think that looks a little bit better. And then I'm gonna go in with this one here under the eyebrow. This one has a little bit of shimmer, that shade number 1. So it's gonna take the redness off of that area. And it's also going to be, it's going to act like a highlight as well. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to use this shade here, which is number 12. Sorry, these are confusing, the numbers here. And I'm going in with this purple tone here just because my under eyes are pretty much like a cool purple tone. So I want to create that here on the lower lash line. And then same on the other side. So just like that. I don't know if I said the brush that I used, that was the JH51. And then now for my inner corner, I'm going to go in with the JH41. The other one was 51, right? And then I'm going to go in with the shade 4 and then just lightly tap the inner corner. Whoa, that one was very pigmented. I did not expect that. I did not expect that. It was way too much. Okay, now I'm just going to blend that out with the JH40. And just take it a little bit to the top and the bottom. Okay, we're done. Okay, so first I'm going to bronze a little bit my jaw area, my jaw area with the Milk Makeup bronzer in the shade Baked. Just a little bit, I mean, you can't even tell. And then do the same on the other side. Not that much, just a little bit to create some shadow where I need the shadow. Just a little bit on the bottom of my nose. Just the bottom. I don't wanna contour my nose. I never do that. I need it, but I never do that. Okay, now for the cheeks, I'm just going to use the Natasha Denona Puff Paint Light Blush Serum. This one's in the shade hold on 10. Okay, so this one's going to be for the cheeks. I'm not going to add any bronzer on the cheeks. I'm just going to add a little bit of this blush, and just because I want to create that natural look. And then I switch fingers there just to blend it out a little bit more. And this is just gonna give me like if I saw my husband, my future husband, which is now my current husband. And I'm just blushing a little bit. And then I'm just gonna do the same on the other side. And I'm also going to tap some on the tip of the nose. And then switch fingers just to blend that out. And that's gonna create a sun-kissed look as well. Now I'm going to be setting that with this Tula Signature Glow Face Mist. This one has probiotics and superfood, so let me shake that off camera. So this one you have to shake it because it has a little powder there. You can see here the powder. I'll explain that later. But there's a powder here and you have to shake it up really well. Now I want to lather myself in this because it's gonna feel so refreshing, and the heat is no joke. This feels so good. Now I'm going to go in with a mascara, the final step, and that is the Maybelline Total Temptation, and this one's in the shade Very Black. This is just the sample size I received with that Ulta Beauty order that I made. So let me do my eyelashes, and that's going to be the last step. Now I usually do 2 to 3 coats on a regular makeup day, but again, for the sake of this video, I'm only going to apply 1 coat on the lashes. You can also skip the step of applying the mascara on your lower lashes, but just because I do like how it looks, I am going to again apply a light coat on the lower lashes. And that's also going to open my eye just a little bit more, as you can, I don't know if you can tell, but I think it opens the eye just a little bit more and it makes it look a little bit more awake. And then for that eye look, the eyeshadow, I mean, you don't have to use the NYX palette, of course. You know, you could use any neutral to warm tone palette that you have on hand and basically create or mimic what you have going on your eyes. But I just used that one because I've been really enjoying it. And then for the lips, I just had to clean a little bit. I'm just going to go in with the Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Lip Balm. I mean, which is this here. How cute is this packaging? I love her packaging here. It's so pretty. You could obviously choose to apply a lip product that matches the tone of your lips, but I do like how this one looks on my lips. It's very natural. I mean, obviously it's just a lip balm, and that's going to complete this look. So what do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed this little video that I made for you today, and if you did, please don't forget to show it by giving this video a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love for you guys to subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this month, and if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for being here. I really thank you for taking your time and taking a look at this video. I hope you really enjoyed it. I hope to catch you on my next video, and please take care. Bye.